The resonance which represented its euphoric atmosphere was no longer present. Bob and Jerry's apartment key club on North Hudson, having progressed from a quiescent ambience opportunity to a financial gifted asset. Gary was hospitable to the adjustment because of financial acceptance, and displayed a deficiency of meaningful involvement in the divisiveness that developed between the two owners. The ascendancy of sit-in guest vocal entertainers, Donnie Dixon, a Bobby Goldsboro stylist, and Frankie Valli, a renowned Oklahoma City Elvis clone, were taken with notice, as was the vocals of the club's waitress Olga, a Brazilian of German descent. The adjoining business to the apartment key club was a long-established laundry and dry cleaners, according indulgence to the Sieber Hotel complex, and was in process of abdication. A constabulary finding, Jerry Gross was again interested in an expansion of the club's domain, a financial ascendancy reason becoming subjective, a subsequent contract avert becoming apparent. Bob Francisco, his quiet demeanor and perspective, a differential from the more vocal personality of Jerry Gross, Bob aspiring for the quiescent era of the past, but caught up with the execution and expansion for the second time. During Gary's subjection to the club's expansion, an acquaintance re-emerged, his good friend and drummer, Glenn Froman, having returned from Indiana. With the Disposition Initiative, Gary promoting Glenn to accept an opportunity to display his percussion expertise, joining Jerry Willis on weekends, the once piano bar key club now sporting a weekend trio. The capacity amplitude was exceeding well over the 100 mark on weekends, but a major discourse, the parking accessibility becoming a major problem. Discerning the nearest parking expanse location was at Mercy Hospital, which was problematic. With the second expansion, the nightlife populace beginning a declination, Gary discerning it was the expanding numbers and lack of parking, and sadly deciphering the two expansions having decimated the once abeyance soft glow of the apartment key club. Jerry Gross, his personality no longer a club fixture, extending his appetite for an additional opportunity, promulgating another acquisition, the Tempo Club at Northwest 23rd in Portland. The fissure between Bob and Jerry was inevitable, the two entrepreneurs discovering singular directions, one captive with ambience, the other with ambition. The musician finding himself in the proverbial victim of circumstance, the expanded key club in demise, and ameliorating with a concern, not expecting a notice, but not giving one, invoking a wait-and-see period. All options were open when Oklahoma City Blazer, Bill Goldsworthy, suggested the musician explore another piano bar lounge, the Dugout Club, situated on Northwest 10th, across from the Fairgrounds Complex and All Sports Stadium. It was, as the name implies, a sports bar facility, catering to and frequented by the professional athletes of the seasonal activity. A commitment was installed, Gary giving notice at the Key Club, accepting the Dugout Club's offer, but soon discovering that his presentation was not compatible with the climate and clientele of the club, Gary acknowledging the quandary. It was best to move on.